Hey guys, Spencer from Buildapreneur here, and this is in our email marketing playlist, and I'm going to talk about the soap opera sequence, okay? This sequence is so powerful. If you're doing email marketing, you must have a soap opera sequence, okay? This can just dramatically increase open rates and retention rates, and it decreases your unsubscribe rate, okay? Very, very powerful few emails that can really solidify your list as an actual list that buys things as opposed to just a list of email addresses of people that you don't know and people that don't know you. Okay, so we're going to dive in and we're going to talk soap opera sequence, okay? And I learned this from Russell Brunson. Russell Brunson learned this from a guy named Andre, I think, and now it's me teaching it to you. Okay, and the concept of this is an email sequence that you're going to send right when someone joins your list for the sole purpose of building a relationship and building trust, okay? If you have an email list, you probably want to sell them something at some point. Guess what? When someone trusts you, they're much more likely to buy with you. And when someone feels like they know you and have a relationship with you, they're more likely to buy from you. Who would have thought, right? So this is the purpose of this email, and it's a 4 to 5 email series that basically connects and does all that for you, okay? And so we're going to break down the 5 different steps of a soap opera sequence, and if you click the link down below in the description, you'll get into my soap opera sequence, and you can see an example. So first thing is an intro email, right? So people come into your people join your newsletter through a million different ways, right? Maybe you're offering some free content on your website. Maybe you've got some free stuff you're offering on YouTube channels like I do. Maybe you've got Pinterest or Instagram that has links all over. So they're coming in. What you're going to do is you're going to intro them to you. Like, hey, I'm so-and-so. And then you're going to let them know, like, I thank you so much for getting your free thing. I want you to know I'm going to send a few emails, and I'm going to help you understand this. Or the emails are going to do this for you, okay? Keep an eye out for their emails. And I'm going to make you, something, maybe an offer, maybe something free. You're going to kind of just let them know what to expect. Okay, so you want to set the expectation in that email, and if you can, you want to offer something curious, okay? What I mean by that is you want to offer something curious. You want to spark their curiosity. So you want to say, hey, I'm going to show you over the next 3 or 4 emails how I went from $0 to $500,000 a year, right? Or how I went from weighing 7,000 pounds to weighing 700 pounds, or neither of those are correct. So weighing 400 pounds to weighing 150 pounds, or whatever your current weight is, and whatever your product is about, right? And so you're going to kind of spark their interest, like, hey, the next 3 emails, I'm going to show you this crazy life-transforming thing that happened to me, and that now gets them to at least read those emails, right? Which is our goal. So now we're going to talk about email 2. Email 2 basically sets the stage for your whole story, and you're going to basically tell your story. You want them to know, who are you? Like, how did you get where you are? Why do you want to help other people get there, okay? So typically with email 2, I will always start with a dramatic point in my life. I'll start with a low in my life. Like, for example, I think my big soap opera sequence starts with, I lost $3,000 in 2 minutes or something. That's my subject line and my opening line, okay? And that's kind of a curious thing, right? Whoa, $3,000 in 2 minutes. That's crazy. Some people have lost a lot more than that, but that's my low point. So it is what it is. But I do that, and then I go back and start to explain the story that led me to that low point, okay? So in the email I say, here's an awful point in my life that I was at, and now let's go back and see how I got there, okay? And so then the email leads me right back to that point again. And then I don't finish it, okay? So that's email 2. It just ends right there, and here I am at this low point, right? And then I say in email 3, I figured something out that changed everything. And that's my lead into email 3, right? So then I say, keep an eye out for email 3, because email 3 is going to show you what changed everything, right? So now I'm looking for email 3. Now email 3 comes. And email 3 is my epiphany. It's what I figured out or learned or did to basically transform my life, right? It's like the ding moment that was like, oh, I need to do this. For me, it was, oh, I need to do affiliate marketing, or, oh, I need to build an email list, or I need to become an influencer. These are things that happened to me that, like, oh, I get it now. In fact, probably the big epiphany for me was I need to spend money on courses and mentors, because I was just puttering along and had no connections and was like Googling things and watching YouTube videos and just wasn't getting, a lot of places. Anyway, so then you explain your epiphany. This was the epiphany that I had. This is how I had that epiphany. Maybe someone told you about it. Maybe you were like sitting in the shower whistling and it just happened. That's how they usually come to me. In fact, real quick, in the comments below, let me know where you get your epiphanies from. Where do you think best? Where do like the ding moments happen for you? For mine, it's the shower. Okay, and then you're going to set them up for email 4. And you're going to say, okay, so that was my epiphany, and I decided I was going to do it. And you will not believe the results. I'm going to talk about it in email 4, okay? So the next email 4, results. You start talking about the results. This is what happened. Here's some pictures. Here's some screenshots. Here's a video. Like, this is the success that happened when I followed the epiphany. And people love it. And they really do love it, especially if you've targeted right. And the people coming through are actually, people like you that care about what you care about. And then you can end it there, or you can set up an email 5. Depends on if you're ready to like make a sale or not. If you've got a product ready to go and things like that, you can lead them lead them to email 5, where you're going to start pitching them your product, like a soft pitch on, hey, this happened to me. This is where I did it. I'm actually just launching my program, anything like that. That's where email 5 comes in, and you can start sending them off to your another automation where you hopefully will start selling them whatever it is that you do. It's so different with every business, I can't say. But you can also, if you don't have a specific product that you're going to sell them, email 5 can just set the stage for, hey, I'm going to be emailing you once a week. I'm going to email you awesome, cool tips, videos that will help you do this, So you can just set the stage for what your future is, or you can now set the stage for what you're going to be selling them and introduce them to you and your product and things like that, okay? So this is a soap opera sequence. Email 1, just set the stage for the whole soap opera sequence, hook them, get them curious about what you're about to start emailing them. 2, start with a dramatic point in your life and then, bring them up to that point. So go back a few years, find that point that was just like the low of your life, and then go a little before that and explain how you got there. 3, explain your epiphany, the ding moment that just, got you to like really overcome that problem. 4, explain the results of what you overcame. And then 5 is where you set the stage or sell. Okay. One more tip. I always try to do something in my emails by getting people to respond. If someone responds to your email, there's a much higher chance that you are now going to go to their inbox for the rest of your life. So I'll do cool things like at the end of like an inspirational email, like, I was so excited and this happened and I'm now going to show you exactly what I did. If that sounds awesome to you, just respond with awesome or done or yes or please or something like that, right? And that little teeny thing, I get these responses of people that read it and were like, yeah, that's me, or have them ask a question. Neither one of those gives you a response, and now suddenly you're much more likely to go in their inbox. So that's kind of like the tip on top of the soap opera sequence. So that's the soap opera sequence. Please, please, please ask questions below. I have like a random free offer. You can click in the comments below. I think it's to an email marketing course. So if you want to learn a little more than just the soap opera, go ahead and click that link. And what it's going to do is it's going to give you a free course, which is awesome. And then you're going to be able to see my soap opera sequence and my aha moments. So if that interests you, that's awesome. And if subscribing to me makes you happy, you should do that too. Thanks so much, guys.